Hi everyone, we're back with Alyssa, your active MSer. On today's episode, we're going to travel to Sonoma and go hiking around Jack London State Park. Again, my video journal just chronicles me, a person with multiple sclerosis who likes to stay very active, particularly with hiking. And my video journals are hopefully there to inspire others with MS to go out and be active, and also just show everyone all the great places where you can go and travel and visit in California. Many of you have probably heard of Jack London, famous writer, Call of the Wild, Seawolf, amongst other books. He actually built his estate here in California near Sonoma, which is right next to Napa. I actually prefer Sonoma to Napa. Napa is just kind of a tourist trap, but Sonoma is where all the locals go, and that's where we're going today. So Jack London built a huge ranch. He had a winery out there, vineyards. He raised livestock. He did quite a few farming techniques and built a huge mansion, which unfortunately burnt down right before he died. Kind of a sad story. But today we're going to go hike around. It's October, which is a great time of year for hiking. It's not too hot, which is obviously something very important for people with MS. And I hope you'll join us today on the journey. Thanks for watching. Okay, we're back. We made it to Jack London State Park. Here we're in front of the museum. This is the house where Jack London's wife lived after he died. We're gonna take a couple trails. I don't know if Joyce wants to be on the video. You want to be on the video?
Why not?
Here's Joyce,
Hello.
my hiking partner for the day. Take a look at the sign here. We're gonna hike, I'm not sure how far, maybe a couple miles today. It's very pleasant, nice weather up here in Sonoma. So down here is Jack London's grave, and then the Wolf House ruins. That's the mansion he built, which burnt down shortly before his death. So you can see behind us, it's nice and wooded. Don't think these trees are really native to the area. They must have been planted by Jack, but beautiful nonetheless. Nice and shady. Great place to hike. Okay, so we're going to start, and we'll resume once we get down to the Wolf House. Okay, we've made it down to the Wolf House. We're just approaching it here. And on first approach, you walk into this beautiful redwood grove. Now, redwoods last for what would you say, Joyce? Like
Thousands
1,000
of
years? 1,000 at least, maybe 2 or 3. I know sequoias and the Sierras are a good 2,000 to 3,000 years old, easy. And I think redwoods, being of the same species, just coastal, live for about that long. These have only been here for about 100. And look at how tall they are already. Amazing, isn't it? Just beautiful. It's so nice and shady and cool down here too. So we're approaching the Wolf House, and this was the culmination of Mr. Jack London's life and aspirations in terms of what he wanted for a home. He had this grand plan for this beautiful mansion that he and Charmaine were going to live in. And I think literally just a few months before its completion, it burnt down. He had expected it to live, or not live, but last for 1,000 years. But it didn't really last at all. Pretty sad. Just the rock structure remains. So it was a pretty easy walk down here. A lot of it was downhill, which means, of course, some of it will be uphill. But definitely worth the hike. We'll walk around here a little. You can see the other side. In the middle of the house, he was going to construct a large pool, an outdoor pool, sort of like a little courtyard in the middle. You can't really see it from here, but if you look at the architectural plans, they're really pretty. Could you imagine having this beautiful, gorgeous mansion with a pool right in the middle? Well, that was his vision. Okay, we'll say goodbye for now. Maybe later we'll hike up to Jack's grave. Okay, we're back from Jack London's ranch house that burnt down, and now we're near his cottage, which you can see in the background, and then over here we have the barn and the stable. So this just talks a little bit about the ranch. He ended up acquiring 1,400 acres. and he was kind of like an organic guy. He used crop rotation, manure. He didn't believe in fertilizers or anything of that nature. It says that he used the ancient Chinese techniques for farming. So we'll go ahead here and walk up to the cottage. Again, it's kind of warm out today. Maybe like, what do you think, like upper 80s?
Upper 80s.
Maybe upper 80s, lower 90s.
It's a nice breeze.
It's a nice breeze. It helps. I just drink a lot of water, stop when I need to. I also try to eat a diet that's high in protein and some fats too, some non-saturated fats or unsaturated fats, I guess. It helps a lot. That way you don't get those hunger pains. So we'll walk over here. Once we get up into the cottage, we'll resume the video. Okay, we're back. The cabin is closed, but we're looking inside the window here. If you can see, there are some curtains in the way, but there's Jack London's old typewriter back there, a lamp, his work desk. I don't really know what that is in front of us, but it's pretty neat. This is where he did a lot of his writing. You can hear in the background they're harvesting grapes. There's another winery or vineyard behind us, private property, and they're out there doing something, making a lot of noise, having a lot of fun. See if we can go around to one of the other windows and peep inside. Let's see. Well, I guess this was his garden. Oh, how pretty. There's a nice pond back there. Joyce, do you know what that plant is? I think it's Mexican heather.
I think you're right. No, Mexican sage.
Sage. Okay, it does look more sagey than heathery. Yes, I agree. Gosh, too bad we can't hop the fence.
Open.
Oh, good thing I have Joyce with me. A little pond. You can see the vineyard. All right, now we're over to Jack London's cottage. This is where he lived while he was doing a lot of his writing, while the main wolf house was being built. Looks like it's closed today, which is too bad because inside it's pretty neat. I've been here before. I'll show you some of my other photos from my trips up here. Let's see. It's a magnificent oak tree there. The sucker's huge. Must be a couple 100 years old. And then those are all grape plants back there, vineyards. And over here is the winery. The old winery. I'm trying to imagine how this would work. Yeah, it's hard to say. I don't know. Should I just throw a bunch of grapes down there? Beats me. Pretty ingenious though. Okay, well I think that's it for our tour of the Jack London State Park. I hope you enjoyed this episode of Active MSer with Alyssa, and join us again for our next video.